Hi guys, been a minute. In this video, I'm going to be talking all about searching for jobs. If you know this is for you, please stick around. Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. My name is Faith. I'm an HR professional and event host based in Toronto, Canada. If this is your first time here, please use the subscribe button. No, it's not up, it's down. Use the subscribe button down below and click on that notification bell as well so that when I post a new video, you'll be the first to know. And thank you to my returning viewers. Always a pleasure to have you around. Guys, it's been quite a bit. Thanks to all those who checked up on me. Don't worry, I'm fine. As life was just lifing, I also had to pause and reset. But anyway, I'm back now. I'm back now, and I would say I'm back and better because actually I have some good news that I'm going to say at the end of the video. Let me be like the typical YouTuber and tell you to wait to the end of the video. Although I don't really see the importance of that, because you can actually just skip, pause, and then go to the end of the video. But anyway, I would be announcing a couple of things. Some good stuff has been happening behind the scenes while I've been on my on my rest period. So yeah, a lot has been happening behind the scenes. But thank you for checking up on me. I'm back. Momentum picking up slowly, but yeah, definitely back and better. So anyway, let's go to the focus of today's video. Like I said, we're going to be talking about, job searching. And today the focus is about some of the job boards that I would recommend that you use, especially if you have been trying and you really want to get things right in the whole job department. So the first one I will talk about is Indeed.ca. Now, this is one of the top job search boards that we have. Now, if you don't have your alert set up for Indeed.ca, I don't know what you are doing. Indeed is like your one-stop shop. What it means is that if you have Indeed set up as, if you have the alert, then you kind of have covered your bases to an extent, because what Indeed does is to pull job ads from different other job boards. It also pulls from companies directly as well, and it consolidates everything together. So that is why I personally recommend Indeed. When I was looking for a job, I was breathing, eating and sleeping and waking up on Indeed.ca. I had my alerts set up before I even say Jack Robinson. I've gotten alerts, regarding the jobs that are available. And you don't want me to remind you of the importance of having those alerts and applying early, because you need those alerts so that you can apply early. It is very important that you apply early. So Indeed.ca is one that I would highly recommend if you are just coming into the country, if you are, someone who has been here and you've been trying your best. I think that, sometimes it might take a while, but Indeed is one job board that I will highly recommend. Now, the next one I will talk about is LinkedIn. So what I'm doing with this video is, I know I've mentioned bits and pieces of all of these in my previous videos, but this is me just consolidating most of the things I've mentioned before and just putting them together in one video so it's easier for you to watch, especially because most of you are new and you haven't gone back to my old videos. So this is me just kind of bringing everything forward and putting everything in one so that it will be beneficial to you. Now, back to LinkedIn. So LinkedIn is, if you say you're a professional or you are someone who is looking for a job and you are not on LinkedIn, yeah, that's all I can say. So please open your LinkedIn profile, get yourself, put everything that you need, let it be up to date, and also set the alerts for LinkedIn job ads. Now, the good part with LinkedIn, which I probably have said before, is the fact that with LinkedIn, you can see the person who posted the job. Sometimes you can just contact them directly. I've done that before. There's no shame in the game. Do all you can to get a job. So when you see that ad come through and you see the person who posted it, you can actually contact the recruiter directly. Send your resume. If most of their pages might be locked, but if you are able to access their pages, why not? I've seen jobs that were not even posted by the recruiters themselves. Maybe someone in the company reposted it, or is the one that even shared it, or whatever. With that kind of one, all you need to do is go there and contact the person and say, hey, I'm interested in this role, send your resume or whatever, and just, in short, just shoot your shot, right? And you might be lucky to get in. The person might read your message, the person might say, oh, okay. And it's easier because really on LinkedIn, what all the person has to do is click your profile, and then they will see everything. They will see where you've worked, they will see what your experience is like and all that, without even you sending a resume. So your profile itself is like a resume, which is why I always say let your profile, your LinkedIn profile, be up to date. So LinkedIn is another job board that I will highly recommend. That's where I got my job. Don't worry, we'll talk about my job in one of my videos, but that's where I got my current job, and definitely recommend it. The next job board I will talk about is Glassdoor. Now, Glassdoor has its perks, and I would say it also has like its limitations. Now, in terms of the limitations, I would say that it's not somewhere that you can find too many job ads. I mean, there are jobs on there, but not as many as you would find on Indeed.ca, for instance. But the good part with Glassdoor is that if you're looking for salary information, if you want to verify if a company is legit, that is Glassdoor is your go-to. If you watch my video, I think it was called Job Scams. I'm going to link the video up here. Now, in that video, I talked about job scams. I talked about tips, and I gave you tips on how you can avoid this, or how you can prevent this from happening to you. Now, Glassdoor was one of the things I mentioned there, because really all you need to do is go on Glassdoor and click and type the company's name that you're trying to search for. And if it doesn't pop up, then you know there's a problem. Or if it pops up and you start to read the comments, then you would even know if that is a company that you want to work for. Because what Glassdoor does is that it collates information or feedback from previous and current employees of a particular company. So if you want to see if ABC and Sons is a good place for you to work, go to Glassdoor, type ABC and Sons, and see the feedback that is on there. If you see things like, terrible place to work, they owe salaries, they do this, they do, then you know that you need to run. Run for your life and never look back. Also, if you can't find the company on there, it doesn't necessarily mean that the company doesn't exist. But then again, if a company is really, you also want to work for a company that has a good reputation, that is even reputable, right? That is even somewhat popular. So if it's not on Glassdoor, then it's a little tricky sometimes, except it's really, really a small company, or is a company that is just starting, then that's understandable. But most established companies are already on Glassdoor. So which is why I recommend it as a job search tool, and also as a job or company verification tool. You can also find salary information on there as well. That's a good part, because if you go there and you say, oh, what do HR business partners earn, for instance, you would see a range. Oftentimes, your salary, or when you want to negotiate, you typically want to fall within that range. Okay, so that's another use of Glassdoor. You can get your salary information on there. So I definitely recommend it. Now, the next one I'll talk about is Robert Half. Robert Half is a very resourceful recruiting agency. Now, I say resourceful because you can find a lot of information on there. There are loads of articles that they bring out. It's such a what's that term? Anyway, it's somewhere that you can get a lot of knowledge from. Now, if you even want salary information, if you want jobs that are in demand, Robert Half is a good place to register on, or is a good place to read some of these articles. I remember when I was looking for a job, Robert Half was able to match me with some very good employers. Okay, yes, I didn't get the jobs eventually, or well, more like I didn't pursue the jobs because I had already gotten my job, my current job. But the point is, it's a good place to job search, is a good place to improve your knowledge. If you're looking for, then it's a good place for tips. If you really want to know, interviewing tips, all of that, Robert Half has them. So it's one job board that I will recommend. You should definitely check it out if you haven't already. The next one I will talk about is Job Bank. Now, Job Bank is actually a very great site, especially if you are even outside Canada and you're looking for a job in Canada. I did a video on how to use Job Bank. I did a demo in the video, and I shared my screen and showed you how to use Job Bank if you're in Canada or if you're outside Canada. I'm going to link that video here. It was such a good video, and Job Bank is one that I will recommend because most of the jobs that you find in Canada, it's a government regulated site, so you would find a lot of legit jobs there. You find a lot of jobs that you won't find on other job boards. So it's one that I would recommend. I'm not going to talk too much about this one because I did a full video on it, so which, like I said, I will link up so that you can refer to that video. So that's one that I recommend. Now, my next point is the individual company sites. This one cannot be overemphasized. There's nothing like applying directly to the company. I mean, it's okay if you apply through the job boards, but the truth is, sometimes you can just go to the website directly and look for these jobs. Go to the company's website, go to their careers page, search for the jobs, and apply directly on there. Oftentimes, it may still refer you to a job board because if the ad is linked to a particular job board or whatever, or their ATS system, whatever be the case, the point is, if you really want to search for jobs as well, this is one place that I would always advise. I always advise people to go to the company site. You can go on there. When you get there, at least you can even now browse around and look for the company's information, things that will help you in preparing for your first interview with the recruiter or whoever is going to interview you first. So I cannot emphasize the usefulness of visiting a company site directly and looking out for the jobs and applying on there directly. So please take advantage of that one. The last job board I will mention for this video is Monster. Now, Monster, I mean, I've heard people have had some good experiences with them. Some haven't. I haven't. I remember when I registered on Monster, the jobs that I was getting matched with, I don't know. Because now, I'm in HR, I put my everything there, my credential, I put my experience level, I put everything, the companies I've worked for before, and then maybe I'm getting matched with jobs that are not even in my field, maybe something in construction, for instance, and I'm like, me, what am I doing there? So my experience with them wasn't very great, but hey, it's worth checking. But I feel like that should probably be like your last resort if you have. I would say that, start from Indeed, LinkedIn, all the other ones that I've mentioned in this video before you even get to Monster. If you want to do Monster, that's okay, but I wouldn't say that I highly recommend it, but it's definitely one of the job boards that people use a lot, and I definitely will be feeling in my responsibility if I don't mention it in this video. So guys, that's really those are some of the things that I wanted to mention, and just a few tips again. Please make sure you apply early, set your alerts. It's very important. That applying early is a big deal because someone like me who has done a bit of recruitment in the past, I know what it takes and I know how the process goes. So if you apply early, the chances that you will get a call are higher than if you apply to a job that has been posted for the last, say, 10 days. People are looking for jobs just like you. And everybody is sitting up. So if you are going to be sleeping and, waiting for like 10 days before you apply for a job, then, you might not be putting your best foot forward, okay? So that is that for this video. Now to the things that are coming up. Your girl is now going to be, I've been getting a few calls from companies here and there, and some influencing deals are on the way. So your girl is not going to be an influencer. Sorry, not influencer the virus. So, but anyway, you get the point. So some of those things are coming, and you'll be seeing them very shortly. Exciting times ahead. Then the other announcement is, if you want, I'm planning a meetup in summer. So obviously it needs to be in the next, say, 1 to 2 months. I'm planning a meetup. If you are interested in meeting physically, if you're based in Toronto or somewhere in the GTA in Ontario, and you are interested in a physical meetup, I'm trying to plan something like that. But then again, it all depends on the number of people the number of interests that I get from you guys. So I will put a link in the description box. I hope I'm able to put it, but please check the description box and look for that link. And it's just a link that kind of it's a form. So just fill it out and let me know that you're interested. So the number of people that fill it out, and depending on how the responses come, then I will know if it's something that I can do. I'm fully aware that most of my subscribers are people who are not yet in Canada. But hey, the ones that are in Canada already and are in Ontario, specifically the GTA, I would really, really, really love to meet you in person and connect with you. So yeah, please fill out that form. So guys, that's it for this video. Hit the like button if you like this video. Please share my videos. Help me grow. It's very important. I want to move out from these 2K subscribers. I need to be moving, 10K, 100K. That's what I need to be hearing now at this stage of my YouTube career. So please help me subscribe to my channel, share my videos, and like my videos as well. And you know how we roll. I'll see you on the next video. Bye guys.